Do you aspire to have a dividend-based lifestyle? Like the thought of acquiring additional funds the next morning and having all your payments effortlessly paid? Do you wish to learn what it takes to live off of dividends? Then check out today's video. Hi, welcome to Stock Market Mate, and today we'll teach you how to live off dividends by investing and spending smart. Before we dig into today's content, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Help us spread the word and expand our channel if you find our videos helpful. How much money do you need to live off of dividends? Is a simple question, but not necessarily easy. This question demands an answer that varies for each person. What does that mean? All people are unique. The portfolio is unique. Life circumstances vary, etc. The amount of money you spend ultimately determines how much money you need. It all depends on your lifestyle. The amount you spend and the lifestyle you live will help you determine everything. FIRE or financial independence and retire early. If you're not making much on your day job, in order to achieve FIRE, you have to live frugally. But there are some perks to spending less money. Spending less offers you two things. One, you make more money to put on an investment. This can accelerate the snowball effect of compounding your wealth, but cutting your costs has a secret advantage. Spending less means a less dividend income to pay your bills. When you cut down your costs from $40,000 down to $20,000, this results in doubling your available capital investment and the amount you need in living off of dividend income, which makes things a lot easier. Living off dividend income, how much money you need. It boils down to how much you spend, and it depends. The larger you spend, the larger amount of money you'll need to invest and save, and the larger amount you'll need to live off of dividend income. Of course, it's the opposite when you spend less. To get to your goal faster, it's ideal to spend less and you'll overcome fewer hurdles to dividend income and more money to invest. What do we mean by this? We're trying to say that you can determine how much money you require. You only need to know how much money you're spending. We mean it. Over the next few months, track down every single penny you spent. Every single penny. Most people have no idea just how much they're spending. This means they don't know how much money they need to live off of. We'll give you an experiment to prove this point. Ask someone how much money they make specifically. They could respond to that question in a nanosecond, we promise. Ask them now how much money they spent specifically. Now that will leave their minds blank. When you start tracking every red cent, it makes it easier for you to cut out those fats from your budget. It works the same when tracking the way you spend. Because of the higher savings and lower barrier, you'll be able to identify the fat, cut it out, and reach your goal much more quickly. You may then match your dividend income to your spending once you are aware of it. The remaining steps use simple algebra to determine the final portfolio value, which can change depending on the yield. Two numbers, 50% and $20,000. To guide you, we'll give you two figures. Your target net saving rate should be 50%. That's the first number. Allocating 50% of your net income will get you financial independence and retire early by living off of dividends in a decent amount of time. Depending on your investments and yield, picture 12 to 15 years. The next number is $20,000. That, in our opinion, is an acceptable annual dividend income goal for the majority of people. Now that's just for one person. If you're earning a salary that is reasonably normal for the US, let's say $50,000 a year, and saving half of it, this is the kind of money you'd be accustomed to living off of, and within a reasonable amount of time, the most realistic to accomplish. You'll need to work more, save more money, wait longer, or stretch for higher yield on your investment if you want to receive more dividend payments. To put things in perspective, a portfolio worth $500,000 that yields 4% can bring in $20,000 each year in dividend income. A $400,000 investment earning 5% can achieve the same. Dividends are great. As we've mentioned, first become acclimated to living within your means. It's not that bad once you start doing it. People spend their money on unnecessary stuff that just doesn't really enhance happiness or quality of life. It's all just a waste. But when you start cutting those wastes out and divert your attention to things that actually matter, you'll find that life isn't all that costly. Second, relative to job income, dividend income is intrinsically better. As a result, its purchasing power is deceptively strong. Federal taxation on qualified dividends is 0% through the 15% tax band. Therefore, you may earn, say, $20,000 in eligible dividends annually and pay $0 in federal income tax. Additionally, there is no FICA tax. This makes a dividend income of $20,000 per year compared to a substantially higher W-2 day job income. Consider how much money you could spend simply by having a job as well. Cost of getting around, purchasing food and clothing, etc. A job is expensive. The cost of just transportation alone might reach thousands of dollars annually. On the other hand, once you have your own shares, dividends are free to continue receiving. Additionally, they are accessible from anywhere in the world, which is fantastic. Once you're no longer physically bound to a work, you may be able to move to a location that offers you better tax benefits and a better value for your money by using geographic arbitrage. You wake up with brand new money that you didn't even have the night before and you pay nothing for it to happen. $20,000 a year in pure dividend income can be compared to someone making $50,000 a year in unfavorable W-2 income, who's still able to save their way to financial independence after taking into account federal income taxes, FICA, savings, and the cost of having a job. That goes a long way for someone who's resourceful and flexible with their money. Now here's our third and final point. Financial freedom is just the beginning, not the end. Hitting your number is also not the end. In many ways, your pursuit of passive dividend income is just getting started. On this channel, we discuss buying high-quality dividend growth stocks. Your passive dividend income should increase year after year like clockwork if you create a portfolio full of high-quality dividend-paying stocks. And not only is the dividend income increasing, but it is frequently increasing more quickly than inflation, which raises your purchasing power. The ratio of dividend revenue to expenses, which may initially be tied, can start to slack off rather quickly. It eventually grows into a runaway snowball of dividend income from passive sources that you're unable to spend. It is imperative that you take action. Delaying gratification is a difficult decision for a future with less stress. You'll have a harder life if you choose the easy route instead. Each of us must decide what to do. You make your own decisions. However, decisions have an impact. The most crucial action you can take right now is to keep track of every dollar you spend. Knowing exactly what you spend will help you determine how much cash you'll need to live off of dividends. We believe that practically anyone can achieve financial independence, take early retirement, and live off of dividend income. In order to build that passive dividend income, go to work tracking, saving, and investing. Enjoy the sweet life of living off dividends after that. Put your words into action by purchasing premium dividend growth stocks. Many thanks for viewing. We sincerely hope you liked today's video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and share your thoughts about living off profits in the comments. To ensure that you don't miss out on new content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to want to watch one of these two videos right here. Enjoy!